Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you all are finding meaning, passion in your day, fulfillment. That's the important thing, finding fulfillment. Tapping into that passion. The passion and the zeal for life. So, what are we going to talk about today? I want to talk about performing. Man, music, as I said in another video, music was one of my main forms of expression. I didn't feel like I was confident enough to speak on my own, just in front of people, because I was more ashamed of my appearance. I was ashamed of how I looked, my body, and everything like that. So it was hard for me to speak in front of people years ago when I was younger, because of those different insecurities that I had. But now, music is changing, man. You know, like the music scene in and of itself. It's like when I look out there and I see these people doing music, I'm like, dude, they just keep regurgitating the same stuff. Like, the good thing about music back in the day was the music, you didn't know what was coming out. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know who different. Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer. You had so much variety, and it was so different, and it was at the right time, where technology wasn't so monstrous, where it was flooding the markets with tons of stuff. So it just kind of makes it hard for you to do what you want to do, what you love to do, and be recognized properly for it, because the markets are flooded, you know. But why is your dream more important than this man's over here? You know, it's nothing like that. It's just that a dream unfulfilled. It's kind of stings, you know, with music. I invested so many years in trying to obtain greatness in music that now, it's weird though. It's like I'm trying to find another language, another mode of communication, and what that has been, surprisingly, are these talks. I know I only got like 7 views and 2 views on one and a couple views on another one, but these talks are helping me break out of my shell. It is. Just knowing that someone else is hearing what you have to say and listening to your perspective is a different mode of communication that I've never used before. I haven't used before. You know, just in the not, you know, preaching. You know what I'm saying? Because you can either hide behind that. Oh, God said in the book of the, you know what I'm saying? But you all odd and off sides and unhealthy and this, that, and other. You're hiding. You're hiding. You can't judge the man of God. You can't touch not mine anointed. So nobody says anything to you, even though, Pastor, you breathe heavy, even though you get, oh, go get some of the more of them big chicken. Like, man, bro. You know, so why did I go there? Because you can hide behind our titles, behind our duties, behind our so-called callings. You can hide behind that stuff. And for years I did. And once you come out from behind those things and start looking at your community, you know, some people say the world, you know, that's just insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're still not going to reach the world through the means of social media. You still can't reach the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, we stop thinking that we need to access and reach the world and start thinking of our community. You know, I shit on my community a lot. I make comments like Toledo ain't worth shit, Toledo ain't shit, and, you know, not speaking of the Toledoans, the people, the inhabitants the fact that there's nothing going on in Toledo, nothing on a major scale, you know what I'm saying, where people from Atlanta recognize, hey, we got to make it to Toledo this year. We got to plan a trip to Toledo because this is going on. We got to plan a trip to Toledo because, you know, they got that bomb this going on. What is that? Hockey, my brother? Baseball? For real, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, as far as music, you know, and, you know, honestly, I really don't want to make that claim because it seems like there may be things going on, you know, around locally, like, you know, outside of Toledo, where you just have to take a little drive to get to it. But I'm just saying, I think what bothered me most is having to even discuss or find another mode of communication, because music is what I knew. Music is what I know, you know? And feeling like you no longer have a voice. Okay, when I stepped outside of the church, you know, the church really helped me develop my skills initially, you know? So, when I stepped out from behind that and tried to affect the world with my music, you realize how many people are out there doing the same thing, chasing the same dream. And to me, after so many years of chasing that, it's just like I stopped. You know, I'm like that one fish in a school of fish swimming in one direction, and after swimming for so long, I'm the one that stops and looks around and, why are we continuously swimming in the same direction? And should I feel strange that all of us are swimming in the same direction? Why, when we come here to this planet, do we feel like we have to chase these passions and endeavors the way that the world shows us that you have to? For example, when I come here, I understand that if I want the world to hear my music, I need to upload music through DistroKid, who gets distributed to YouTube, gets distributed to Amazon. I understand that that's the way to do it. Or I understand I need to get my band together, I need to go operate and contact people and get a gig set up, this, that, and other. But just coming outside with an acoustic guitar and playing to nature, like, that should excite your passion, you know? Play to the birds. I seen this guy the other day on a video where he was actually playing his trumpet at this lake, and he was like playing a little jazz stuff, and this snake just came and slithered. I don't know what you want to call it when they're in the water. Is it still slithered or swam? This snake slithered up and just parked himself on a little twig that was on against the coast there. I guess we'll call it the coast, or the bank of the little lake, and just set up and listened to him. Didn't move, didn't try to strike the man, just set up and just listened to him play. How beautiful is that, to have an audience of nature to your music, appreciating what you do, not paying you paper money for what you do to give you that gratification. Because when people pay you paper money, right, for what you do, because money has no real value, it leaves you wanting. You get a bear to come up and dance around and listen to you singing in the forest. There's a certain fulfillment to that money just can't fulfill. Now, I know we have needs and we have bills and we have all this other stuff that we have to take care of, and we feel like we need, our music needs to provide paper money for us in order to feel fulfillment and gratification of what we do. But listen, man, it's paper money. It's an illusion, man. It's an illusion. Real purpose and real fulfillment from what it is that you love to do should be the only goal when it comes to your passions. And I had become so jaded and so turned off from music altogether because I wasn't getting the recognition, because I wasn't getting the paper that I thought I should be getting that shows how great my music is, or my communication through song is, and I feel like I communicate well through song. But the money or the payment, the paper money that reflects such was not there. So you can imagine how frustrating that is to somebody who is who has learned a mode of communication. Felt like you're professing, felt like you're really fluent at this mode of communication, and you work hard at becoming fluent. You want to be able to communicate to any audience and be able to move any audience, and learning and investing time in doing that, all to, for a couple days of pay, and the pay was whack. You know what I'm saying? The pay ain't even like, we're going to pay you $10,000 for performance, blah, 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 That ain't everybody's story. Some people getting paid $25 just to come and do what you got to do and get off our stage, And if you base your worth, you base your relevance, you base your importance, or your purpose on that, then you will feel very unappreciated, very frustrated, and just very jaded, very, very fast. So I'm understanding now that in learning this other mode of communication and stepping back for a while, instead of just constantly chasing in the rat race of trying to find acceptance through the love of the people and the love of having money thrown at you, so that shows your relevance. When you're trying to relearn things, I'm starting to really see now that you just have to do what it is that you were called to do, and not chase the dream. You get what I'm saying? Stop dreaming. Start doing. You know what I'm saying? What's your dream job? I don't have a dream job. I'm doing it. I don't dream of what I want to do. I do it. Oh, well, where's the money that show? Or how successful are you? Where's your band? Where's this, that, and other? No. I'm a one-man band. I don't need a band. I come outside, I play, and the universe applauds me. I sing sometimes while I'm preparing for work, on my way to work, and the bees hum alongside me. The universe applauds, man. So we need to get to the point to where we aren't looking for acceptance, and we aren't looking for fulfillment or relevance in these systems, this matrix. I know these words are kind of being thrown out there here recently and being overused, but it's true, man. This system makes you gauge your value and your worth based upon their system. But okay, for instance, I went to back in the day when American Idol was jumping, Ruben Studdard just won, and I was like, wow, a big guy won. I'm like, man, I can do this. I'm a big guy. I feel like I'm lovable. I feel like I'm, and I'm telling you, I was plush, really, really plush. I'm still gooey, but, still handsome, still gooey. But, yeah, man, Ruben Studdard just won, so I was like, yo, he lit a flame in me. Shout out to Ruben Studdard. Putting it down for the plus size crew. Yeah, but I went to these auditions and I met so many other people, so many other dreamers, chasing the dream, fish going all down the same stream. Out of those thousands of people that would audition, I went to the Philadelphia and the New Jersey auditions back in like 2006, 2007. And for chasing a dream for years and years and years, and to be given maybe 3 seconds to show what it is that makes you special. There was so many people there that outside waiting in line, I was hearing these people sing and I was like, whoa, No way. Like, this individual here is extremely fluent at communicating through song. Like, they've been gifted. Like, this person is amazing. They have amazing voice, and they have the look of what social media and what the system tells us is the look for a star. Now let's remember, American Idol was not only in the search for a star, they were also in search for ratings and a good laugh. And that was like equivalent to me. It made me question the whole system. It was like walking into Planet Fitness and seeing pizza there. I'm like, how can I take you serious if you're trying to make fun of people too that are chasing a dream of theirs because their talent doesn't bar up to their passion? Like, these people stood in line for hours and hours and hours, and that alone is a crazy sacrifice. Traveled miles and miles, spent money for hotels, cabs, planes, everything else, and to get 3 seconds to either make us laugh at you, you know, even though I mean, so many people were convinced that this was their passion and this is what they were called to do, and they were trying their best to win over these judges, and some people would just act a plumb fool, but you got 3 to 5 seconds to do it. And if you were to measure your worth out of that 3 to 5 seconds, you know, they would turn so many people away just immediately, based off your look alone, based off your, it wasn't just about talent. There was talent everywhere. You know, there were stars all through the line. But I feel like when you go down a pipeline like that and you start swimming downstream with everybody else, you only run into situations like that will keep you consistently frustrated, consistently wanting, never fulfilled, right? So more so now, when everybody goes left, I first of all question, how are we all going left? Then I go right. You know, if I fail, I can always turn back and go to where everybody else is going. But I'd rather fail doing the things my own way. And I feel like when you do things your own way, you won't fail. You know, like, honestly, if I told you right now I was going to go on the street every day and play music, and that's my goal. My goal is not to, even though I will put out a little bucket for people to bless me, but but other than that, my goal is to play music. I'm successful every single day I do that, right? Every single day you operate in your gift without worrying about compensation, you're blessed. See, the problem is that all of us, we willingly just signed up and subscribed to the system and just believe it so much that we don't even question things. We have to unsubscribe and relearn. There's really so many different things, so many different passions that people have, that if you just go and start acting, start walking, start doing the things, and honestly get out of the mindset, I don't know what's going on over there, but out of the mindset of feeling like, you know, I have to have these houses, I gotta have these cars, I gotta have this, that, and other, because that constantly keeps you in a position of having to work and feeling like I need to have money to pay my bills, to pay this, that, and other, so I can live good. But you know what I'm saying? So that makes you go and do your gift for the wrong reason. That's why you get people selling their souls for contracts, and that's why you get people, you know, losing themselves to these music industry and to these record labels, because I gotta pay this, I gotta take care of my family, I gotta do this, that, you know what I'm saying? Work. It's like slavery, you know? Who wants to live like that, man? If you were given a gift, your gift is to find someone new to affect every day with your gift. If you've been given the gift to sing, why aren't you doing it? Well, because ain't nobody hiring bands right now because of COVID. And nobody asked you that, man. If you can sing, sing. If you can dance every day, make it your point to dance for someone new, so that the world can be inspired and the world can be awed, and it doesn't have to, knowing that you see the glow in someone's eyes from you doing whatever it is that you're passionate at doing, and allowing them. You know how odd it is? I was at I know I'm switching subjects right, but I was at the grocery store, and out of nowhere this old lady just started singing, "Pass me not, oh gentle Savior," just while she was walking down the hallway. And I was just like, and it's just so funny how when you hear someone singing, it changes your whole energy. Like, I don't know, like to hear someone's natural instrument. It's like even if someone had a saxophone, they just pulled it out while in Walmart and just started squeezing a few notes out of that boy, you know? It would get everybody's attention in that place, and it would delight everyone. It would raise everyone's vibration because someone just decided to do something inspirational without being paid paper in order to value what they do. They understand the value was raising everyone's vibration around them that was within an ear's distance of their gifting, and were immediately changed and lifted up, you know? When you hear live jazz bands, it does something to the inside of your soul. Like you ain't got to be able to dance. You ain't got to be able to wick. I don't know, but it just does something to the inside of you. And if you want to know exactly what jazz does to you, you watch Jerry Lewis, Nutty Professor. That last scene where the music was going and he just started moving so much. He's like, and that was a toe tapper. And it raised up inside from the inside of him. Jazz does that to you. It just makes you start moving in weird ways, like you don't even realize it, you know. And it's funny. I don't know why I went on tangent about jazz. I'm just saying, beautiful music moves people in a beautiful way. It doesn't turn people off. Music that is from the heart, it does something to the heart. It connects with people. It doesn't turn people off. You know, you ever hear the music that just makes somebody offended because of either what it's saying, the energy behind the music. Bitches need to something. You see how that can be like, ugh, to some people offensive, but some people who vibrate with that, they just like, yeah. But it's a turn off. You can play a classical song, and people be like, man, what is this or whatever. But man, I'm telling you, when I was in high school, there was this bossa nova song that my teacher, CAD teacher, Mr. Rader, used to play for us. It was called "The Girl from Ipanema." I think that was something like that. While we did our work, and although we were some young kids who loved our hip hop, we loved our R&B, I will admit that was the most soothing thing. And to this day, I'm talking about that's over 20 years ago. To this day, I still listen to that song because it soothes my spirit. And I'm just saying, there's not too many different songs and genres that do that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? That connect with your soul and your spirit. It's about regurgitating what's already out there. So I spent 24 minutes telling you about my take on music and the music industry and why I kind of switched gears with music. And you know, I'm trying to get back to that passion that I had before by just doing what it is that I was called to do without looking for validation and compensation from paper money that really has no value. The value comes in knowing that you've raised someone's vibration, you've raised someone up from maybe having a bad day to a good day because you started singing, using your gift. You started strumming that guitar in the open just to let people hear beautiful notes without having to do it for money. Now, I ain't plugging in unless I get paid, Doc. Nah, bro, I ain't hitting no drums unless I get paid, bro. You gotta come off that cheddar, Doc. Come on, man. You're a bot. So anyway, love you guys, man. Hope you enjoy these talks. Hey, man, they're going to keep coming. So drop me some messages. Yes, it's the same day, you guys. I just wanted to do another message. I know you're like, didn't he just have that shirt on the last video? Same day, just different video. All right, man. Y'all take care. Love you.